Hello, welcome to Woodline Tracking. It's a cold day here in Ohio. I hope you all are doing well and are warm. Alright, I want to talk about preparing for what is coming, because there's a lot coming our way. I see a lot of people's videos, people putting videos up on it. This is Woodline's take of it here, or what the top 5 things you should prepare for and how you should do it. So let's get started. First thing, finances. You need to get out of debt. Simply put, you need to get out of debt. And we need to hold our governments to be out of debt and not to spend money like drunken sailors. That's the 5th thing we should work on as one being priority is finances. You got to get out of debt. Don't spend money you don't have in order to manage your money. When you are in debt, you are a slave to the person that has loaned you the money. It's like hooks in your mouth. So you need to get out of debt so you can have freedom. So walk getting out of debt. I know it's not the easiest thing, especially in the world we live in today, but that should be your 5th priority. Number 4, cyber and technology. What do I mean by that? These phones. You know, many studies have proven that these things can cause cancer, and many studies can say that they can increase your chance of cancer by having it up against your head or around you. So, what I mean by that, limit your time on your phone, exposure to you. Limit your time like on TikTok and other internet stuff, because everything's tracking and watching you. Read books, write papers, do it the old-fashioned way. Try not to use the computer and do it the old-fashioned way. Build skills doing that. On your phone, instead of calling each other, use radio, 2-way. Learn how to use 2-meter. Go get your ham license. Stuff like that is what I'm trying to say, is you need to limit your exposure to technology so when it's not there, you can function without it. Next, training. Training in like firearms. Now, everybody talks about keep your head on a swivel. And everybody just parrots that, just keep on saying that. But really, what does that mean? How do you know what to look for? What to do when you see it? What force should you use? I mean, like here we teach and speak about in our handbook and our appendices, like forming a good baseline, so you know what is outside the baseline that you're walking in. How to use the lateral force, so you use appropriate force for the situation you're in. And how to deal with the problem as it comes about. Here's just a simple little example, okay? Let's just say you're doing armed security, okay? And you see somebody coming towards you with a fast but direct walk. He is bladed a little bit, head down a little bit, staring at you, hand in a pocket. Alright, now all these are body languages that this guy's up to something, and it probably isn't good for you. Again, you look at the triangle here and you read the body language. You need to work on doing that. So what should you do? Well, one thing you can do is you can stop moving so he has to react to that, and then you can yell like commands, something like stop, let me see your hands, and then see how he responds, forcing him to respond. Now if he draws a weapon, then you draw your pistol and put 3 shots into him under 2 seconds. That's in the problem, but that takes skill to do that, and training on to realize that and what to do, and to do it in the proper way and use the proper force. Again, you're not going to rise to the occasion. The knights, the samurais, all the guys in the past, they just didn't practice their swordmanship a couple hours a month and expect to rise to the occasion. No, they practiced daily. Or they just didn't go down there and have someone draw a picture of them in their technical armor all shiny and put it up, say, see, this is me. No, they can perform. And again, here in America, we have very low standards of performance. So I urge you, seek out good standards and train, because that's what you're gonna need. Again, it's all in our handbooks. Or you can go to our web page, woodlinetracking.com, and sign up for some classes. Next is fitness. America, we probably have the most fattest people in the world. If not the number one, we're in the top 3 for sure. You wonder, how did man survive before modern technology, before you can get all these surgeries? Now again, I'm not talking about a trauma injury. I'm talking, oh, my shoulder hurts, my leg hurts, my back hurts. How did man survive before they could replace all that? And the replacement is not always the best, and nothing will ever work as good as the original. I think a lot of it is because we do not push ourselves physically as we did in the past. And I think if you don't use it, you will lose it, as for many things. So I urge you, work out 20 to 40 minutes a day, 5 to 6 days a week, lifting heavy weights, running, jogging, miles, pushing yourself, and keep on getting better, because I guarantee you, if you get into shape, you will find your aches and pains won't be as much, and you'll be a much better person, especially for where we're going. If you're not in shape, you're going to be at a huge disadvantage. So get in shape. Last is spiritual. America probably has more so-called Christians than any other country in the world, but we're spiritually dead here. The churches, they do not get past fourth base. People just want to talk about sports and other stuff, not about religion, not about what they're learning or how God's working. Because we have not become good disciples. In order to disciple about something, we have to know it. That means you have to study it. All most people do is peacock what the pastor gave them in a 20 or 30-minute sermon and know nothing more than that, if they can remember that. So I urge you, pray on a regular basis, walk by faith, study the Bible, and at least a half an hour a day. And again, that's just not reading daily bread. It is, I mean, studying it, writing it down, comparing notes, because that's how you start learning stuff. Remember, the Bible is harmonic, it all flows. If you got something that isn't fitting and isn't making good noise, let's just say, it's probably not right. So I urge you, study the Bible, become good at it, and you will find peace too in that. So those are what I would urge you to prepare for where we're going here in America. Remember, time may go on, but your life may not.